Pancreas is a heterocrine gland. It is present in the duodenal part. When you see, the pancreas is always present in the loop of the duodenum. It has two types of parts. It is a heterocrine gland. Heterocrine gland means with the help of the as an exocrine part, it can release the pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice contains the some of the enzymes which is necessary for digestion. That is released, the pancreatic juice will be released. This juice come and goes into the pancreatic duct and finally goes into the duodenal part where it is helpful in digestion. As a endocrine part, you can see the pancreas is a heterocrine gland. It can act as a exocrine part as well as endocrine part. As an exocrine part, it will release 1 liter of pancreatic juice per day. It contains the enzymes for digestion, whereas endocrine part shows islets of Langerhans. These Langerhans cells shows 4 types of cells. They are alpha cells, beta cells, gamma cells, and delta cells. Alpha cells release a hormone called a polypeptide, that is glucagon, a hormone. It is a hyperglycemic hormone. It can increases the blood glucose level, whereas the beta cell releases a hormone called insulin. It is a hypoglycemic hormone or anti-diabetic hormone, whereas gamma cells will release pancreatic polypeptide. This pancreatic polypeptide enhances the synthesis of glucagon as well as insulin, whereas delta cell, it is this delta cell produces one more polypeptide, that is somatostatin. It is an antagonistic effect. That means it can inhibit the synthesis of glucagon as well as insulin. You can see the different types of hormones. The insulin is a hypoglycemic hormone. That means it can reduces the blood glucose level, or it is an anti-diabetic factor. It can reduce the blood glucose level in the body. Generally, it is a polypeptide released from the alpha cells. It is released from the beta cells of the islets of Langerhans. It can stimulate the utilization of glucose in the body. That means it can initiate the glycolysis. It can initiate the glycogenesis. Here, the glucose is converted into the excess of glucose present in the body is converted into glycogen by the process called glycogenesis, and these reserved glucose, that is reserved glucose or glycogen, is stored in the muscles, skeletal muscles, or liver, or in the adipose tissue. It can prevent the gluconeogenesis. Here, gluconeogenesis means the synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources like lipids and proteins is called gluconeogenesis. That means new synthesis of glucose. The synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate resources are called gluconeogenesis. That's why here insulin is a hypoglycemic hormone. It prevents the gluconeogenesis. It can stimulate the lipogenesis. That means here the carbohydrates may converted into fats, such as thing what you call as lipogenesis. It can prevent formation of ketone bodies in the body. Insulin deficiency leads to a disease called diabetes mellitus. Here, this hyperglycemia in the body will lead to polydipsia, that is increased thirst, and glycosuria, sugar in the urine, ketonemia, that is ketone bodies in the blood, ketonuria, ketones in the urine. If it is ketones are present in the urine, we call as ketonuria. If the ketones are present in the blood, they are called as ketonemia, and it also causes acidosis in the body. Finally, it leads to diabetic coma. That means the hypoactivity or the insulin deficiency leads to polydipsia, glycosuria, ketonemia, ketonuria, acidosis, as well as diabetic coma. Here you can see the glucagon. Glucagon is also polypeptide. It is an antagonistic effect of insulin. It is a hyperglycemic hormone. Here, the glucagon is a hyperglycemic hormone, whereas the insulin is a hypoglycemic hormone. One is decreases the glucose level, another one is increasing the glucose level, thereby there is a equilibrium of sugar level will be maintained in the body. That's why glucagon has antagonistic effect of insulin. It can increases the blood glucose level, whereas the insulin decreases the blood glucose level. Here the glucagon, it is a hyperglycemic hormone. It is produced from the alpha cells of islets of Langerhans. It shows its some of the functions like it promotes the glycogenolysis. That means glycogen is converted into glucose whenever there is a need, or the glycogen is converted into glucose. There's such a thing occur in the liver. Glycogenolysis is promoted by glucagon. It can stimulate the gluconeogenesis. That means synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources like proteins and fats. It also stops the conversion of glucose to lactic acid. The gamma cells, or it is also called F cells in some books, it produces pancreatic polypeptide able to synthesize insulin and glucagon. These gamma cells produce pancreatic polypeptide, is able to synthesize the insulin and glucagon. Whereas delta cells, it produce somatostatin, it can inhibit the synthesis of insulin and glucagon. Insulin is extracted by Banting and Best in 1922 from the mammals of pancreas. This is the gist about the pancreas. Thank you for watching.